This video is sponsored in part by Megan Mackey's Lucky Devil series. In a world where cyber technology and the supernatural live side by side, only one thing is certain. If you need help, and you can afford the price, you can always go to the Lucky Devil. Go to Amazon.com for your copy today. Hey kids, this is Jack. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Planet Zoo. This is, of course, my Australian-themed desert zoo. Let's see if I can pronounce it correctly, and I know I'm not gonna. Nope, I'm not even gonna try. Here, I'll let you read it. I know that the last one is not Batjuwar, no matter what I say. See, there's some trick to pronouncing the D and the J. I'm pronouncing it Djukarrnu, but that's not it. But, you know, Djukarrnu Batjuwar is as close as I can come. Anyway, this is the zoo as I have it. What we're going to do today, originally I was planning on putting in a giraffe habitat here. But what I am going to end up putting in is the Rhinoceri. We're going to put in white rhinos. Like I said, originally it was going to be giraffes, but I couldn't get a plan down in my head for a giraffe habitat that I liked. So I decided to just go ahead and do the rhinos. So let's get into it, shall we? Wait a second. Oh, okay. Good. For whatever reason, I was like, am I hearing anything? I can't hear anything. Why am I not hearing anything? So I was like, no, yes. There's the sound's coming through. It's just right out here. There's no sound. I bet you it's one of the koalas, and I bet you he hasn't escaped at all. Yep. I don't know why, but I've been getting alerts that the koala escaped when they haven't escaped at all. So let's lay down a null barrier first. Alright. I gotta say, it's been a little while since I've actually played this game. Not that I'm gonna be out of practice. I mean, for crying out loud, I've got 2,000 plus hours in it, but you know how it is, where you get a lot of videos built up and you decide, you know what, I'm gonna take a little break. So the next thing you know, it's been 2 weeks and you haven't done any recording at all, and you're like, okay, how do I do the controls for this particular game? And that's how it is when it's like when it's one of the other games, but not this one. This one is one that I think I could play this game in my sleep at this point. Let's see. And let's move this out just a little to over here. Alright, and this one we're going to put back this way. I'll be honest, I thought about just cutting the null barrier across here, and it's a possibility. It really is a possibility. So you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Now that is our habitat, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. All right, let's get the Australia theme here. And we'll turn off the blueprints. What I'm doing with this is I'm not building a wall, at least not right away. What I want to do is basically this. Excuse the little jerkiness. Basically what I want is, yeah, okay. Now let's see, I want this. Then I want that. Okay, then we're going to do this. All right. And then I want one of these, and I'm going to put it up here to complete the front. Now, excuse me, what I want right away, and I know that, you know, the Australia doesn't have it, so what I need is, I think I need this. Okay, let me take a close look at it. All right, let's spin this around. What I want, okay, yeah, let's get this real close. How do I have this? Okay, I've got it out a little, so yeah, that. Now, Australia. Let's get rid of the glass. So what I want, all right, 1 meter, is that what I want? Yeah, I think that's what I want. Yeah, I know it's the mouse, for whatever reason, has decided to become amazingly responsive when it wasn't previously. So I need to apologize to people watching this video for the fact that it's spinning around a lot more than it normally does. Alright, now what I need is the flat one. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to adjust these barriers so that this building basically fits inside what we're actually working on. All right. Close enough. Now, bring this back here. So what I'm basically doing here is I'm building a house, a primary shelter for the rhinos. They will have other shelter inside the habitat. I'll show you that in a second. But right now I just want the walls of the building I just put together to be inside. No. All right, fine. Let's do it that way. To be inside the habitat. So that way, this can act as like a sleeping area for the rhinos. Now it's not going to be the only sleeping area naturally, because rhinos are rhinos. They'll sleep wherever the hell they want. Okay, I like that. So let's do this. Right there. That even looks okay. It really does. I like that. I like that look. So, now, when I was doing my initial terraforming before I actually started the build, I did put this corner together just to see what it would look like. And I have to say, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Now, I do know that rhinoceri are not Olympic class jumpers. They just really aren't. And as a result, the walls that you can put them behind can be pretty short. But still, I want to have a certain aesthetic here. I actually like that. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to do this real quick. Okay. So here we have, you know what? No. I don't need to be using these walls. I just realized something. No. I need to be using these walls. I mean, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? This wall? You can basically see through part of it. And it does have that Australian feel to it. Okay, let's straighten this bad boy up just a touch. There. Now, you're probably wondering, what are you going to do next, Jack? Oh, I'll show you. Okay. There. I think that right there will probably suffice. So, let's make a copy of this. Bring it out to here. And then lower it to there. I think that might be that. I think that's probably a very good height for that fence. I wonder. I can deal with that. I can live with that. Okay. So. Let's bring this fence across. Interestingly enough, I don't really have a plan for the back wall of the habitat, and I may just end up extending it all the way out into the river, because the cliff there is steep enough that I don't think my rhinos are going to try and get out that way, if that makes any sense to anybody. Oh, come on. You're not going to let me combine them into a single blueprint. Okay, that's fine. I was hoping to make a longer version of it that, you know, I could hurry this along a little. I don't necessarily want to do a fast forward scene just yet. I'm about to have baby meerkats. That's cool. But yeah, I was trying. I was thinking about what I wanted my giraffe's habitat to look like, and I gotta tell you, I thought about it and I thought about it, and I was coming up with nothing. I was coming up with absolutely nothing, and I had one idea, and I was like, no, I can't use that. I used that same design on my last zoo, and you know that's no good for anybody. You know, there's no fun in it if I repeat a zoo design, you know. So, I mean, I get some of my best ideas for the zoo habitats in the shower, and I was getting nothing, you know, and nothing at all in the shower, nothing at all. Sitting down and actually planning, nothing at all looking around at other people's giraffe habitats. I mean, I did find one that looked really, really good, but I don't really think I have the space for it because it was gigantic and it was a multi-species habitat, and I've thought about putting in a multi-species habitat. The problem is a lot of the animals that would go into a multi-species habitat with giraffes, I don't think are on my list. You know, I mean, some of them are. Some of them are. I will admit, some of them are. But for the most part, I was like, I don't know. This isn't, you know, this isn't exactly what I was planning. And I was just getting frustrated and frustrated and frustrated. And believe it or not, it was delaying my play of the game. As amusing as that might sound, I actually delayed recording this episode because I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put, you know, because my giraffe habitat would be boring. It would be, you know, not worth watching. And I didn't want to do that to you guys. So I finally decided, you know what? There's nothing written in law that says I absolutely positively have to put in giraffes. So I was like, okay, well, what animal am I going to put in? And I went back to my list. I don't know if I've told many of you, but I have a random list of animals. And that's how I've been determining which animals to include in the zoo. Random numbers, baby. So I finally did the random number generator, and it said white rhinoceri, and I'm like, you know what, that's brilliant, let's do that, because I immediately had an idea for a habitat immediately. Now what I've thought about doing is maybe putting a short row of fences back here. But it's not absolutely 100% necessary, I don't think. We're going to have to check it once I get the actual animals in the habitat. Alright. Now, for those of you who are wondering, I do indeed, as usual, have a song stuck in my head. The song that I have stuck in my head is by the a cappella country group Home Free. It is a cover of Brooks and Dunn's Only in America. They released it back on the 4th of July, Home Free did. And since then, it has been in my head. And they are a brilliant group. If you're into a cappella, if you know, they're brilliant. If you're not into a cappella, they're still brilliant. You just aren't into a cappella, which is fair. Not everybody is. I am. I like a cappella. But these guys are brilliant, and they did this cover, and it was appropriate, and it was all about how Despite all our problems, despite all our social issues, we still are the place that people in other countries come to find opportunities that they can't get back home. And that we should be proud of that. And I don't know about anybody else, but I am. I'm proud of it. Okay, so let us get some animals in here, because I think we've got our barriers. Let's look at the animals. Okay. Right. We will unclick meerkat as we go by. Southern white rhinoceros. Okay. Let us take this gentleman. No path to destination. Right. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot. That's on me, guys. That's on me. I just forgot.